Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. My name is Dominic Schalk, and I have the pleasure of being the first St. Joe's Prep student to ever commentate a game of Ultimate Frisbee. We are here at LaSalle College High School playing LaSalle for the first time, I believe, in our program's history. They have a club team, but haven't had a real team in quite a bit, and today they're facing off against our Hawks, obviously, coming off a strong showing at the Kit Kat tournament over the weekend, and obviously the Oliver Riccardelli Remembrance Tournament. And we will be kicking off in just about 5 minutes, and we hope to see a competitive game. I'll be back when there's actually Frisbee to commentate. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here to begin. The Hawks start a lineup of Colin McNally, Michael Dietzel, Liam Lavelle, Nick Fontanilla, Jake Bischoff, Andrew Brousseau, and John Carmody. As LaSalle turns it over and the Hawks start swinging it. Bit of a collision there between Dietzel and McNally, but they keep it moving. Gonna zoom the camera out a little. Jake Bischoff lays out for the one-hand grab. Back pass to Dietzel. Dietzel looks to swing it up to McNally. McNally tosses it back to Dietzel. Looks deep, fakes the throw. Now looking for a check down. Hits Bischoff. Little floater to Dietzel on the sideline, but good breakup by the Explorers. They come in there and snag that. LaSalle disc now on the sideline. They float it up high. Jake Bischoff swats it, and it comes down to the ground. Hawks regain possession solidly in LaSalle's territory. Drew tries to hit Dietzel deep, but short arms the flick. Back to LaSalle, who gets it deep in their own territory. Hawks forcing away. Another floater. Dietzel doesn't see it on the turnaround though. Deep bomb. Someone's missing a man. Another deep bomb. Liam Lavelle's going back, and the disc is overthrown. Hawks ball on their own end line. Mike's still working, nice. Lavelle brings it in, tosses it right to Drew. Drew scanning the field, just kind of standing still, waiting for the offense to churn. Throws a bit behind McNally, but he snags it. Tosses it back to Drew. Deep ball to Mickle. Ooh, shaky flick from LaSalle there as it hits the ground. Dietzel to tap it back in. Hawks lining up in stack with Bischoff and Dietzel as the handlers. Fontanilla to lead, and Carmody to break. Carmody looks up the sideline to McNally, but can't find an angle. Tosses it back to Fontanilla. Fontanilla back to Dietzel, who swings it around to Jake Bischoff. Bischoff looking, but doesn't seem to have anybody. Deep throw to Dietzel, but it just hits the ground right before it gets to him. Hawks making decent offensive strides, but failing to really find that last deep bomb or a connection to the end zone. Meanwhile, LaSalle's possession's typically quick, but bombastic. Jake with a nice deflection right there. Some of the best hands on this team. Dietzel. Come on, audio. There's the audio. Although the throw is pulled, it's going to be a better pull than last time. Bounces off the LaSalle player's hands, but they take possession. You know, LaSalle, I mean, only plays within themselves, doesn't play other schools. Bit surprising bit surprising to see a school like that. But oh, Hawks immediately take possession right back. Long floating flick to the other side of the field for Dietzel. Dietzel tries to flick it up to McNally, but it's just too wide. Oh, too big of a floater, but Dietzel can't get up there in time, doesn't have the angle. Gets trapped on the sideline, feels pressured, and hits the ground. LaSalle with a disgusting little flick. Same situation as last time. Carmody catches it on the sideline. That was a touchdown? Nobody's lining up like it. I guess that was. I thought. Sorry, I gotta fix the camera right now. There we go. There's our camera. Beautiful. I believe my audio was cut out, so I'll restate it. Hawks make a lineup change. John Carmody, Liam Lavelle, Andrew Brousseau, and Nick Fontanilla come off the field as Luke Becker, Big J, Josh Sheebley, Simon Yeager, and Eamon Kalejo all come on to the field. Hawks pull, Dietzel with it, as LaSalle takes possession. Tries to toss it up in some sort of stack, but fails. Going to be grabbed by Dietzel as Eamon runs deep, doesn't have a man on him. Floated up to him, and Eamon just takes the little tap in for the touchdown. 3-0 Hawks, and it could not have been quicker. Eamon obviously only plays the fall season, unfortunately, due to commitments to varsity volleyball because he has to go and play a respected sport, which is really unfortunate. But obviously his wingspan's really crucial. Best on the team at throwing at floaters, but sorry, not floaters, air bounces, which I still don't understand how they work. But he certainly makes them work. Thank you, Liam Lavelle. Same lineup will stay out as the Hawks remain up 3-0. Yo, Drew, we on track for an interview? Team is performing well enough to the point where our captains will allow for an interview. So, Eamon Kalejo LaSalle takes position in the bottom right corner of the end zone again. Checking it up, trying to make their offense churn. But Luke Becker with a clean deflection. McNally beautifully threads the needle to Eamon for the touchdown. That'll be 4-0 Prep, and it appears some subs are coming on for the Hawks. We see quite a few starters coming off. Jake Bischoff comes off. Some of our captains. Jake Bischoff comes off. Liam Lavelle comes off. Colin McNally comes off. Simon Yeager, Luke Becker. I believe even Michael Dietzel, Eamon coming off. Subbing in a bit less of an experienced lineup. See Drew and Carmody out there as some of our more experienced players. Fontanilla as well. See Ellis Barrasso out there. And then, is that my guy David Pham? I believe that is my guy David Pham. I'll have to go and check at halftime. Prep LaSalle, being a big game, brings out all the guys out of the doldrums, Audio has returned. Hawks are lined up right now. Feels nice to have a sport where we're undisputably better than LaSalle, and that's just really fun. Since we lost our football dominance, unfortunately. We'll be taking it back, though, as the Hawks pull makes it to about midfield. Explorers take over. Looks to be, tries to hitch a backhand. Finds a backhand, but then hits a guy in the chest and just drops it. Unfortunate. Eamon grabs it. Back pass to Nick. Nick swings it to Drew. Drew looks deep on the flick, but can't seem to find it. Tries to just toss it back to Fontanilla. Font flicks it up to Big J. Right back to Font, who has a lot of space to work with, but doesn't have a receiver to hit with it. Offense is churning. Ellis Barrasso, instructed to cut by our captain, Jake Bischoff. Eamon Cahill catches it on the sideline, and he is in. Flicks it down the field, looking for David Pham, but does not get it. Appears there's a missing man. Someone's not on the right guy. LaSalle moving it up the field for the first time really this game. Well, had a couple of throws that failed to connect, but try to swing it across the field, and they are successful. Try an odder form of a flick that is swatted down quickly by the esteemed Nick Fontanilla, who tosses up a flick. Had Ellis Barrasso and Drew Brasseau short, long, deep, but couldn't seem to connect with them. Too rushed of a throw. Smart kick by the LaSalle player right there. Love to see the mentality. Tosses it up deep. It's going to be between Font and a LaSalle player. Font with the tip drill. Incredible work as always. Throw to the middle of the field. Eamon tosses it to Drew. Drew uncorks deep downfield for John Carmody. Carmody follows under it. Believe they're going to say he walked in. I'm not sure. Oh, no, they're going to count that. They are going to count the touchdown. That's Carmody's second deep catch of the game. Been a really strong deep threat so far, as Drew Brasseau shows off his handling expertise. Colin McNally sprints out there, subbing in for Big J. McNally ready to pull, calling out names now. McNally raises his hand, pulls it deep down the field, and the pull is pretty. Makes it a solid length down the field. So LaSalle will pick it up. Move it upfield slightly. Try a backhand, but it's a bit too floaty. Mistimed jump by the Hawks, though, allows LaSalle to recover it. Heavy pressure in the back. Swung around. Drew Brousseau tries to get there. Can't, but it's dropped anyway. Drew runs deep. McNally not going to target him, though. McNally swings it low to Fontanilla. Then a little flick around to Brousseau. Brousseau, deeper flick. Believe he was targeting Carmody in the end zone there, but he just can't reach. LaSalle will take possession yet again deep in their own territory. And my audio returns just in time to commentate that little toe tap by Andrew Brousseau right there. He's going to be happy. That's going in the clip compilation. Nice little toe tap after LaSalle turns it over on their own goal line. And the Hawks, I believe, go up 6-0. Could be 5-0, but feels like 6-0. And make a bunch of lineup changes. Jake Bischoff subs in. Liam Lavelle subs in. Michael Dietzel's been in. Colin McNally's out there. Luke Becker's out there. Is that Ellis Barrasso? Oh, I can't tell them apart. They're wearing the same shirt, man. And then Simon Yeager, obviously. Drew Brousseau, Nick Fontanilla. That. Drew Brousseau hitting that. But we've got a good lineup out there right now, getting some younger guys some experience. Hopefully we make it further in cities than we did last year, coming last in our group. Not what you want to see. Rest in peace to our alumni, such as Andrew Loke, John Paul Regazzone, and Harry Kane. John Paul Regazzone now playing on the A-team of LSU men's Ultimate Frisbee, which you'll have to see. As McNally pulls it nice and high, bringing it down. Certified floater, but it comes down right along the sideline. LaSalle gets it, yet again trapped on the sideline, which seems to be a familiar place for them. McNally will try to trap, but it goes under his arm. Swing around is quickly slotted down by Ellis Barrasso. I know, sound like Becker. Oh my days. And deep throw Colin McNally. That is touchdown Hawks. That is halftime. Andrew Brousseau stunting on the sideline. I'll be back in a minute with a couple of interviews for some of our students. for Ultimate Frisbee. Drew, we've come out looking extremely strong, have not allowed a single point to LaSalle. What do you think the most crucial part of that shutout has been?
I mean, we've just been doing the easy things and playing defense. A lot of people say defense wins games, and we've really been rewarding ourselves on the offensive end, and yeah, just swatting away all disc. Obviously, shutout through half. Pretty happy with that.
Yeah, you love to see it. How did you feel coming into this game, knowing it was the first time we played LaSalle in such a long time?
Definitely means something, especially for this big senior class. To lose this game today would be a stab in the heart, really. So, what?
Devastating.
Yeah, devastating. So, yeah, I knew I had to go out here today, help my prep brothers, and win this game.
Yeah, obviously had that toe drag catch on the sideline, a little toe tap.
Yeah.
We think we're going to get a better clip than that this game?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm clip farming out there, so I'm gonna try to get my Odell catch soon.
Yeah. I mean, Prep produced a D1 Frisbee athlete last year in John Paul Ragazzone on LSU. Are we going to see a future D1 player in you?
I mean, hopefully. I mean, coaches haven't been watching my film recently. Kind of disappointed by that, but anybody willing to watch my film, I don't care if you're any university, just come get me.
Drew, how does it feel being interviewed on the first Frisbee broadcast in Prep history?
I mean, it's an honor. WSJP is such a great club. They do a great job at our school, covering all sports, and students are really passionate. So you gotta reward them every once in a while, give them their flowers, and yeah, it's awesome. I hope this is the first of many.
Thank you for the interview. Anything you want to say before you go?
Go Prep.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the broadcast. Colin McNally prefers to be called McLovin. One of our esteemed captains of Prep Ultimate. McNally, we're coming in up 7-0. I mean, obviously Drew just talked about the defense, but what's been going right with our offense recently?
Offense, especially today, frankly. We're just getting those quick passes in. They're so nice. Just quick cuts up and down the field. Absolutely burning LaSalle. No offense, LaSalle. We have gotten some pretty good long passes. As you can see, the guys, I don't even know if you can see. Guys are throwing them long. It's a bit windy, so kind of a risky play because brings the disc higher, harder to catch, but really just going all out. Nothing else I can say about the offense. I mean, it's pretty good overall.
Yeah, and I mean, you're playing through injury to come in this too.
Yeah.
How's it feel playing through that, and what's this game mean to you?
So, tendonitis, yeah, this is my first game of the season actually. Got it both shoulders, bilateral. Not the best, obviously, but I'm doing the best I can, just staying in condition, just being captain of the team, really just helping all the younger guys out. And this game means everything to me. We've been wanting to play LaSalle since I was a freshman, never really got the chance. And just now that we're actually here on the field, we got WSJP, like, it just feels like a dream. Like, can't ask for anything else.
Does the arm sleeve help?
The arm sleeve helps, yeah. Scientifically proven, better throws, better accuracy. They've done research.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Okay, anything else you want to say?
Nah, just, it's a great game. Great day to have some Frisbee, and L's down.
Final score prediction?
14-0, 15-0.
That's the mentality.
Yeah, that's the mentality.
Thank you for interviewing.
Signing off.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be back in just a couple of minutes when the second half kicks off. you. Yo, I get caught. Yo, are those donuts? I got you. Hey, let's rate the donuts. Let's rate the donuts. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second half. After some great interviews from some of our captains, Andrew Brousseau and Colin McNally. Start here. Jake Bischoff, short arm, underhands throw, and nearly resulted in the first LaSalle points of the game. But Mike Dietzel recovers. Great hustle as always from our captain. Probably the best motor I've ever seen in Frisbee. He just swats every single ball. Well, disc. Great work right there to save the shutout. McNally taps it in, gives it to Dietzel. Dietzel scanning the field. Not a lot of motion on the offense, though. Hits Lavelle, who cuts straight at him. Liam looking back, tosses it back to Dietzel. Dietzel flicks it up. McNally grabs it on the sideline. Great work there. McNally and Dietzel toss it back and forth. Dietzel scans. Not a lot of motion, but hits Carmody close up on the sideline. Carmody looks for the toss back, and he gets it. Dietzel has it. Dietzel throws a flick deeper downfield. That's Quinn Holden, the cameraman, the other cameraman stepping in. Dietzel with the flick, floats way too high though, and it's unfortunately turned over. McNally didn't have a good angle on that, and quite frankly, I can't blame him. Hawks forcing home, and they turn it over immediately as Liam Lavelle tosses it up to the end zone, and John Carmody hauls in the touchdown to make it 8-0 Prep. Beautiful work right there. You know, LaSalle showing how costly it is to turn it over in your own section. Just the last thing you want to see right there are those concentration drops. Hits him in both hands. Got an alligator form that. One hand on the top, one hand on the bottom. Hawks don't appear to be making any subs. Playing a very good game so far here with the Prep. A couple of We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Hawks ready to pull. Carmody holding the disc. Not the typical puller, but suppose you can make adjustments when you're up 8-0. Carmody. LaSalle is ready, and he flicks it down the field. Oh, and the flick unfortunately gets murdered by the wind. A generous roll, but it still only makes it to about half field. Forcing home. There's an uncovered man. He will not be picked up yet, but the disc is too floaty. Nearly winds up in Dietzel's hands. Oh, and the Prep's shutout streak is thankfully saved. Backhand just curves way too much away from the receiver, although there was a broken coverage right there. I mean, Hawks kind of concentration lapsing happens when you're up 8-0 and you have Quinn Holden in who doesn't typically play. Not blaming him, but just contributing. Try a deep bomb to Carmody off the rip. The flick falls just short and it's swatted down. And LaSalle throws it into the next field. McLovin goes out to retrieve it. Dietzel gets it as it comes back in. Flicking the disc around, looking for something, and he gets it. Floats it up to Quinn Holden, but Holden just can't get proper positioning under it. Disc is way too high there. Dietzel, easy interception for him. He's scanning deep down the field, hawks it up. It is a massive floater. John Carmody kind of gets crowded by like 3 people, but does not appear penalty or anything will be called. LaSalle walks it out to the top of their end zone. Try to swing it around, and it is caught. Nice play. Bit of an awkward throwing motion on the flick. Goes too high, and Lavelle intercepts. Swings it around to Dietzel. Dietzel looking around. Flicks it. Grabbed by McNally. Dropped by McNally, but bounces right into the hands of John Carmody. Carmody, McNally, and I believe that was Big J were all making the same run there, essentially. Dietzel's throw couldn't round up with any of them, but it winds up exactly where you want it. As prep students have brought a flag to swing in celebration of our, hopefully, impending win. You'll love to see it. Hawks now making a lineup change. Ellis Barrasso comes on, Nick Fontanilla comes on, Simon Yeager comes on, Andrew Brousseau comes on, Luke Becker comes on, Eamon Calejo comes on, David Pham comes on. And the flag is swung. Hawks calling off now. We will avoid the distraction of the flag, although Jake Bischoff is trying his best to get my attention. Plants the flag, and that will just pace the sidelines with it. Nick Fontanilla with a disgusting pull as always. Hits just over the midfield mark, did not get a generous bounce at all. LaSalle tries breaking. Font. They make a throw under heavy pressure. Nice completion right there. Fontanilla clamping him, but manages to find the open man. Yeager gets caught off his man. LaSalle advancing the disc more and more. They're right on the goal line, and are they in? Oh, you hate to see it. The shutout will not happen. But the Hawks obviously remain up with a massive lead. Just issues, I mean, a lot of inexperienced guys on the field. People who are only sophomores or don't typically play Frisbee. But, so, you know, it's understandable. I don't think we'll be getting Dr. Hensler fired anytime soon. He's still our esteemed head coach. Hawks will move back. Receiving a pull for the first time this game. Oh crap. We are. Sorry, I was distracted by my father. We are back. Hawks burst out of the beginning quickly, but turned it over in their haste. As LaSalle plays a more breakneck of a pace right now, making a couple of quick completions. They toss up a very interesting backhand, but it manages to work. They find the man in open space. Someone's not on there, right? Someone is not on the correct man. Drew Brousseau shifts to take over. Captain taking responsibility, as you love to see. Quick little swing in the backfield by LaSalle. Looking for something deeper. Makes a short pass. And it is knocked down by Ellis Barrasso, second deflection of the game. Incredible work right there from the young player. First year playing Frisbee, although he's a junior. Nick Fontanilla easily connects with Andrew Brousseau down the field, who's uncovered. He tosses it up. Big time. That is Luke Becker. Luke Becker hits Andrew Brousseau. One of the first assists in Becker's prep Frisbee career, and one of many touchdowns in Andrew Brousseau's. Another great play from Brousseau, although it's not as fun as the tiptoe from earlier. Hawks making another total lineup change. You're going to see Lavelle, Big J, Bischoff, Carmody, Dietzel, and McNally all come on. Some of the more inexperienced guys will slide off. Hawks pull off. Makes it to around just over midfield, as most pulls have been. LaSalle gets it quickly, tosses it up. Looking for a receiver. A lot less space now that the more experienced guys are on the field. No missed assignments. Try to make a play. Deflected by Yeager, but is tipped back in. Big floaty little backhand. Jake Bischoff swats it down. No stranger to seeing him knock down those discs. Quick little flick to Big J. Gives it to Lavelle. Lavelle appears to be looking downfield. Might just take the check down, though. He does. Gives it to McNally in the back. Swings it around the Big J a little, who gives it back to McNally and makes the catch. McNally a little behind the back. Disc movement. Toss to Dietzel. Flick to Big J. Big J shifting, stuttering. Hits McNally, who hits Carmody. Bounces off a hand. Tries to go for the one-hander there in haste. Doesn't quite work out. Carmody, though, playing good defense, forcing him. Forces a poor backhand, to say the least, as it curves about 5 yards from its target. Jake Bischoff grabs it, brings it back into play. Tosses a floater to Michael Dietzel, who lays out, nearly grabs it, but doesn't. Would have been a great clip, but unfortunately we don't get to see it. Carmody playing good pressure, and a tip right there. I mean, the wingspan just killing LaSalle right now. McNally taps it back in, gives it to Lavelle in the back. Lavelle swings it around. Concentration drop by McNally, not what you want to see. Someone's either uncovered or not keeping with their man, but thankfully it does not matter. Poor throw, hits the ground early, underthrown and not the right amount of curve. McNally will bring it back in. They appear to try to be bringing some more order to this prep offense after a couple of poor mistakes. McNally with the fake throw, catches him looking big time. Big J back to McNally. Tosses it to Jake, leads him perfectly. Bischoff, scanning the field, hits the toss back to Liam. Liam hooks up a flick to Dietzel. Ooh, and it's just incomplete. Really good curve on that throw by Lavelle, who's not typically that big of a deep thrower, but Dietzel just can't quite get his hands fully on it. Unfortunate to say, but he lays out for it, and you just see the hustle of our number one captain. Jake Bischoff, yet another tip. I feel like I've said that too many times. He brings it back into play and appears to be trying to rush it. Hits Dietzel on the flick. Just barely floats over the player. Oh, and it's just dropped by Dietzel. Need to take it a bit more chilly right now. Too many just poor drops from either excitement or just not taking it too seriously. Poor throw right there leads to Prep regaining possession deep inside LaSalle territory. Am I still on mic? Nice. Now they bring it in. They're going to run a stack to try and bring some organization, but it is tipped down. Deep little floater to LaSalle, connects. Is he going to try and go downfield? He will. Oh, over the head of McNally. LaSalle now has a fast break, but Prep manages to close down on it pretty well. Oh, got a man up the sideline, and he is in. LaSalle scores again as the Hawks begin to lose a bit of their focus right now. Not what you want to see if you're trying to close out this game from the Prep's perspective, but obviously still a good performance so far. Hawks will move back. Don't appear to be any subs made. Actually, Brosseau will come on. Or Drewski, as the jersey says. Jaeger will come off. Hawks really need to lock in here and limit the silly mistakes on offense and defense, but hopefully that will come with the score tightening. Lineup 8 right now is Colin McNally, John Carmody, Liam Lavelle, Josh Shebley, Jake Bischoff, Michael Dietzel, and Andrew Brosseau. LaSalle pulls for only the second time this game. Floats down a little short and lands out of bounds. McNally goes to retrieve it. Gets to do his favorite shark motion, and he brings it back in. Hawks appear to be a bit reinvigorated by the energy from the sideline and our flag bearer. McNally. Hawks setting up the Sorry for the delay, just fixing an audio issue as the Hawks have come out of the start at a breakneck pace, and they already score. I believe that was in 5 seconds of the pull. Beautiful chain movement right there by the Prep. They hit Nick Fontanilla for the touchdown in the bottom left corner of the end zone. Fontanilla, not usually the one catching touchdowns, normally the one tossing them, but he obviously can get involved and become one of those more midline receivers, although he's typically occupied him as a handler, considering he throws probably arguably the best flick on this team. Comic now, he'll sub out for Eamon Kaleo. Jake Bischoff, ready to pull. It was a big score right there for the Hawks, really breaking this momentum LaSalle had started to gain. Crucial in order to avoid a choke in what's the most important game Prep has played in years. Jake Bischoff lets it fly. Dies a bit short. Actually, I believe that might be slightly on the Prep side of the field. Hawks line up and call force home. Bit of a broken defense right there, but the throw was way too high. Hawks will take possession. Drew Bissau swings it up the sideline, but it's just a little too much sauce on it for Nick Fontanilla. Goes over his head. Can't quite tippy-toe his way to it. LaSalle breaks their stack with a good throw, but just hits the guy in the hands and drops out. Be Bischoff picking it up. Flicks it to Brosseau, who, right on the edge of the end zone, he's looking for any completion. And he gets it, lasers it in to Eamon Kaleo, hits him right in the numbers for another Andrew Brosseau goal contribution and another Eamon Kaleo touchdown. Hawks taking the momentum back and asserting themselves as the dominant team they were in the first half. Hawks will make a substitution. Luke Becker comes in for Andrew Brosseau. He's been deemed too good for the current state of the game. Liam Lavelle also subbed out. Big J comes in. Jake Bischoff needs to put his shirt on. He does. LaSalle signals they're ready to receive. Eamon the pull. And another beautiful air bounce. One of the further pulls Prep has gotten in this game. Caught directly by LaSalle, who swings it up quickly before the Prep defense gets down there. Another quick throw. Moving up the sideline in chains, but it just floats over the head. Fontanilla knocked that down. Rolls out of bounds. And Jake Bischoff will claim it for the Prep. Taps it in, gives it to Eamon. Eamon looking for something, but can't seem to find the angle, and unfortunately tosses it to a LaSalle defender, trying to hit Fontanilla on the pass back. Forcing home yet again. Pass up the sideline is complete. LaSalle tosses it deeper. Bit of a deflected backhand, but it still winds up being completed. Nick Fontanilla with the nice swat to prevent the touchdown. He had a 2-on-1 and he handled it perfectly, straddling the line. Mike Dietzel hustles up the line, taps it in, gives it to Jake Bischoff. Bischoff flick up the sideline to Dietzel. Hawks are now back at around midfield. Back to Nick Fontanella. Looks like he's scanning for something, but he'll just take the pass back to Jake. Swings it all the way around. Big J with the clean one-hander. Flick to Dietzel. Hits Jake, who's churning through. He'll float it on with a flick. Hit Luke Becker. He goes for it. And that is a Carmody flick touchdown. He jumps emphatically into the end zone, as that is his third receiving touchdown of the game in what has been a star performance for him. Hawks now take what I believe to be an 11-3 lead. Game point obviously coming at... Sorry, not game point. Game obviously coming at which team scores 15 first. Substitutions appear to be happening. Luke Becker comes off. Big J comes off. Kyle McNally comes on. Liam Lavelle comes on. Sure did! This tape is going to get many of our Frisbee players D1, assuredly, as McNally readies the pull. McNally will pull it in a odd style. Doesn't quite work out as it winds up in Hawks territory. Hawks are now forcing away. Mike Dietzel nearly gets it, but he just narrowly misses the deflection. But Liam Lavelle makes up for it, gets the deflection himself, as he has passed the disc back by McNally. Gives it back to McNally now. McNally shifting, toss back to Lavelle. Swings it around a bit more. Eamon hops up and grabs that. McNally tries to grab it, but he slips on the ground. Just not a good play right there, unfortunately. Swung down by LaSalle, who tried to hit the deep man, and it is incomplete, unfortunately. Not direct enough of a throw, and Liam Lavelle is able to get there in time. Swung up the sideline to Michael Dietzel, who uncorks. He's looking end zone. He's looking John Carmody, and that is his fourth touchdown of the game. Been an incredible deep threat so far, just outpacing the LaSalle guys and out hiding them too. Kyle McNally dives in celebration as the Hawks walk out to conglomerate on the field. And, appears they're going to end the game early at 13. Hawks are lining up. Final score will be 13-3 as the Prep takes home the first rivalry game in quite a while against LaSalle. We will be back in just a couple of minutes with some post-game interviews after this domineering win by the Prep.
So,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the WSJP Ultimate Frisbee post-game show. We are here at LaSalle College High School after winning the game with a beautiful score of 13-3.
14.
It's a game at 14. I knew it was off. Okay, 14-3 because we ended it a point early. Jake Bischoff, one of our esteemed captains, had a great game today. Why don't you tell us a bit about it?
It was a good game. We worked a lot at the sidelines. That was really good. We passed a lot around. We broke the force. That was really good. We moved the disc all around the field, which I think threw off their defense. So that was good to see.
How do you think this win forebodes for the rest of our spring season when that comes around?
It's looking really positive because we absolutely crushed these guys. So I'm really looking forward to the rest of the spring season. And they're kind of a new program, so I'm excited to see how we do against more experienced programs.
Jake led the team, from my estimate, led the team in deflections today. Had a great defensive performance. What do you think really contributed to that?
Yeah, I don't know.
I heard you bench 4 or 5 for reps. Is that true?
Sorry?
I heard you bench 4 or 5 for reps. Is that true?
That is true. You heard it here first.
Bench the highest on the Frisbee team?
Yeah.
You want to hop on? Bro. Jake, anything else you want to say?
Shout out to Prep Ultimate for the great win today against the LaSalle rivals. Doing a good job taking the team picture down there. They really earned today's win. And everyone show support for the rest of our season this spring.
Amen.
That's our Kirkland Sports Drink Player of the Game, Jake Bischoff.
Sure is. Shout out Kirkland Sports Drink.
Please sponsor us.
Everything about our team.
All right, thank you.
Yo, you're not cool enough for the photo, bro. Yo, Diesel. feel getting the win over the rival?
It's always good to get a win over the rival. They're a restarting program, so the win wasn't maybe that unexpected, but we did a really good job. Feels awesome to get the win. Feels awesome to get every win. Definitely a good game.
How's it feel about the spirit on the sideline? I mean, bringing a flag, the extra turnout. How does it make you feel about the future of this program?
We had extra spirit, and it was a definitely good spirit for inviting LaSalle to the game. We really showed some spirit of the game. We were friendly with them, even though we were fierce with them as a rival.
Yeah. Counselor, are we winning Philadelphia City Championships this year?
I will guarantee you that we have a chance.
No more lasting group?
I don't think we'll be last in group, although that depends on who will be in our group.
It's coming home, isn't it?
I don't know what that means.
It's not coming home?
If you mean our spirit's always with us. It's definitely coming home.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you for participating in the interview. Any last things you want to say?
Go Prep!